Hello world, here's Biti, your Bitcoin trading informant. Here is your Stellar, your XLM trading informant. We will check now together what's going on with Stellar. Let's start, guys. So here we are, Stellar XLM, place number 24 on coinmarketcap.com. You can see it's going down on the day with 4.6%. It's going down for the week with 22%. You can see it here, a really bad red chat here, a really bad chart here. You can see it here on the right side. Now let's go in this thing here. This is the 1 day chart, and you can see on the 1 day every candle is 1 day. This is XLM now. We are in a rising broadening wedge. You can see it here. We saw a big spike to the downside, and we are now here on this point under the EMA 200. If you're zooming in a little bit more, you can see it better. The EMA 200 is now our big problem. The EMA 200 is on a price about 33 cents. We need a confirmed closing candle under this line. If we see the next candles going down, also, this may be the next big problem for XLM. So, guys, ribbon band is here. It's a green ribbon band, but we are for the moment under the ribbon band. Confirmed closing candles under ribbon band. This is really bad. Let me check the next stuff. Let me check the Fibonacci retracement. From the highest point, this point here, to the downside, to this point. And this is also a point you can see why we have these problems. The EMA 200 and the Fibonacci, the 0.236 Fibonacci at 34 cents are on the same position. And this is a really big problem for us for XLM. We need a confirmed closing candle. We need a breakout over this 33 cent, over 34 cent. This would be really important for a next leg to the upside. You can see it also here, the 0.382 Fibonacci at 42 cents was a big problem here. And you can see it, we saw a big rejection to the downside after reaching this Fibonacci line. So it's not the best thing for the moment for XLM if you're watching this. What is telling us this here? What is telling us, or what are telling us the candlestick pattern? And for the moment on the daily, it's not so important. We saw here a bullish harami and a sideways going for the moment. Not the best thing. Okay, we can forget it for the moment. Let's watch very quick the weekly. What is telling us the weekly? Let's go in a little bit more. Let's zoom in a little bit more. This is the weekly time frame. Every candle is 1 week, and we can check here once again the candlestick pattern. And this is the bearish thing. We saw here a bearish harami, we saw here a bearish engulfing, and now a downgoing price. So for the moment, this is not the best thing in my opinion for XLM. The good news are we have a long wick to the downside and a closing body here on the upper side. This is for the most time a bullish sign, guys. A long wick to the downside is mostly a bullish sign, but you can see with this new wick we are going down again. The last week closed with the bearish engulfing, and this is really bad. This is really bad, guys. Okay, that's it for the week. Now let's check the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see our next problems. Here, EMA 200 on the 4-hour is on a price about 34 cents, big resistance. Red ribbon band is here, big resistance. Now, we have really a lot of resistances here for XLM, and in my opinion, this is not the best thing, guys. We can check one thing. We can make a trend line from this point over this point to the downside, maybe something like this. And you can see it here, we are again under this resistance. We saw a try here, a breakout try, but too much resistance on the Fibonacci, too much resistance on the EMA 200, and down again. The next thing we can make, we have a line here from the downside to the upside. This was a support, and you can see now we are under the support. A support is always a green line. We are under the support. This is also a bad thing for XLM in my opinion. Not the best thing for a rebuy here in my opinion. The good news are we are making higher lows. Okay, you can see it. This was a low, this is a low, and this is a little higher low. So I think, in my opinion, it's really important to stay over this point, to stay over 31 cents. For the moment, we are over 31 cents with 31.62. We need to stay over 31.03. This is important. Not to make a higher low here, a lower low here. This is important. Okay, this is this stuff. Now let's check the indicators. Let's check the candles, not the candlestick, the RSI, relative strength index. This is a relative strength index for the moment, and you can see this point. We can make a line from the downside over this point here to the upside, and this is the bad thing. You can see it here. It was a nice support line. Now we are under the support line. This is also bearish for XLM. So not so much good news for XLM in my opinion here for this stuff. Let me watch the 1 hour. The 1 hour time frame is this point here. Let's remove this. And on the 1 hour time frame, we are also under our support. You can see it here. This was a nice support line like this here, and we are now under this support line. Not good, guys. Let's close this RSI. Let's watch this one here. And if you're zooming up a little bit more, you can see these problems. We saw here a nice breakout, a nice try over this ribbon band, but here this was a too great resistance. Down again, we have now a red ribbon band, a short position here, and this is also a bad sign. Guys, all in all, it's not the best for XLM in my opinion for the moment. I would make no trade here as long as we are in this bad position, as long as we're under this ribbon band, and as long as we are on the 4 hour time frame or on the daily maybe under this EMA 200. This is for the moment the biggest thing. If we can see a confirmed closing candle over this EMA 200, this would be a bullish sign, and maybe this would be a nice try for a long position. But for the moment, I am not in here. For the moment, I am waiting a little bit with XLM. What's going on here? We must see confirmed closing candles over the Fibonacci and over the EMA 200. Guys, this is it. This is a very quick TA for XLM. Just wait a little bit for XLM, what's going on, and then make a long position. Now, for the moment, it's not the best time, in my opinion. It's also not the best thing to make a short position, in my opinion. So I think you should wait a little bit, guys. So this is it, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice, and I wish you just the best. It doesn't matter if you go long, if you go short from here, guys. I wish you make millions with your trade. Have a nice time. Thanks for watching. Yours Biti, your Bitcoin trading informant. Bye, guys.
System activated.